Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today is my third lecture about the heme metabolism. In the last two lectures, we discussed the porphyrin chemistry, biomedical importance of porphyrins, and the brief structure of the hemoglobin. Biosynthesis of the heme. The synthesis of the heme takes place in the three stages. In the stage 1, the synthesis of the ALA, aminolevulinic acid, occurs in the mitochondria. In the stage 2, synthesis of the coproporphyrinogen 3 and coproporphyrinogen 1. These reactions occurs in the cytosol, while in the stage 3, formation of the protoporphyrin 9. This is again the mitochondrial reaction. Biosynthesis of the heme, glycine and combines with the succinyl-CoA to form the delta aminolevulonate. Glycine combined with the succinyl-CoA to form the ketoadipic acid, then undergoes the decarboxylation to produce or form the aminolevulonate. Both of these reactions are catalyzed by the pyridoxal phosphate dependent enzyme aminolevulonate synthase. These reactions occur in the mitochondria. This is the first reaction for the heme biosynthesis, and this is also the rate limiting and rate controlling step in the porphyrin synthesis. Again, the glycine and succinyl-CoA combine, resulting in the formation of the ketoadipic acid, and after decarboxylation, result is the formation of the delta aminolevulinic acid with the help of the enzyme ALA synthase. This reaction is the mitochondrial reaction, and this reaction is also called the rate limiting reaction of heme biosynthesis. Next, synthesis of the porphyrin. Actually, delta aminolevulonate comes out of the mitochondria into the cytosol. The two molecules of the delta aminolevulonate condense to form the porphyrin in the cytosol. This reaction is catalyzed by the zinc-containing enzyme ALA dehydratase. This enzyme is inhibited by the lead. Next is the formation of the porphyrin ring. The porphyrin synthesis occurs by the condensation of the four molecules of the porphyrin. The four pyrrole rings in the porphyrin are interconnected by the methylene bridges derived from the alpha carbon of the glycine. The interaction of the two enzymes uroporphyrinogen 1 synthase and the uroporphyrinogen 3 co-synthase results in the condensation of the porphyrin followed by the ring closure and isomerization to produce the uroporphyrinogen 3. These four molecules condense in head-to-tail manner to form the linear tetrapyrrole hydroxymethylbutylene. The reaction is catalyzed by the uroporphyrinogen 1 synthase or porphyrin deaminase or hydroxymethylbutylene synthase. Next is the conversion of the uroporphyrinogen 3 to the protoporphyrin 9. Uroporphyrinogen decarboxylates all the four of the acetate side chain to form the methyl groups to produce the coproporphyrinogen. Coproporphyrinogen 3 enter into the mitochondria. Coproporphyrinogen oxidase converts two of the propanate side chain to the vinyl group and results in the formation of the protoporphyrinogen 9. The coproporphyrinogen oxidase acts only on the type 3 coproporphyrinogen. Type 1 do not naturally occur. In the next section, protoporphyrinogen oxidase oxidize the methylene groups, interconnecting the pyrrole rings to methynyl groups. This leads to the synthesis of the protoporphyrin 9. This is the mitochondrial reaction. Next is the synthesis of the heme from the protoporphyrin. Synthesis of the heme from the protoporphyrin, the interconversion of the ferrous iron into the protoporphyrin 9 is catalyzed by the enzyme ferrochelatase or the heme synthase. This enzyme can be inhibited by the lead. Induction of the iron into the protoporphyrin 9 can occur spontaneously but at a slow rate. This is the all about the synthesis of the heme. Once again, the synthesis of the heme takes place in the 3 stages: formation of the delta amino levulinate in the mitochondria, synthesis of the coproporphyrinogen 3 and the coproporphyrinogen 1 in the cytosol, and the formation of the protoporphyrin 9. Again, it is the mitochondrial reaction. It is a brief summary of the formation of the heme synthesis. Glycine and succinyl-CoA combine in the presence of the enzyme ALA synthase, and resulting is the formation of the amino levulinate. 2 molecules of the amino levulinate condense to form the 4-fibrinogen molecule. With the help of the enzyme amino levulinate dehydratase, 4-fibrinogen 4 molecules combine in head to tail manner, and resulting is the formation of the uroporphyrinogen with the help of the enzyme uroporphyrinogen 1 synthase and the uroporphyrinogen 3 co-synthase. Here the ring closure and the completion of the structure takes place. Uroporphyrinogen 3 with the help of the uroporphyrinogen decarboxylase converts into the coproporphyrinogen 3, and while the coproporphyrinogen oxidase converts it into the protoporphyrinogen 3. Protoporphyrinogen 3 converts into the protoporphyrin 9 with the help of the protoporphyrinogen oxidase, and in the last step the insertion of the iron in the ferrous form takes place with the help of the enzyme ferrochelatase, and resulting is the formation of the heme. Regulation of the heme synthesis. Heme biosynthesis occurs in the most mammalian cells with the exception of the mature erythrocytes which lack the mitochondria. 85% of the heme synthesis occurs in the erythroid precursor cells in the bone marrow, and the majority of the remainder in the hepatocytes. The regulation of the heme takes place in the liver and in the erythroid cells. Regulation of the heme in the liver. The first committed step in the heme biosynthesis is catalyzed by the amino levulinate synthase. Heme or its oxidized product hemin control this enzyme activity by 3 mechanisms: feedback inhibition, repression of ALA synthase, inhibition of transport of ALA synthase from cytosol to the mitochondria. Actually, ALA synthase is also markedly increased by the administration of the large number of the drugs, for example phenobarbital, carcinogens, because these drugs are metabolized by the cytochrome P450 monooxygenase. Increase the consumption of the heme, it reduce the concentration of the heme in the heme, and also it causes the increase in the ALA synthase activity to meet the cellular demand. While the regulation in erythroid cells, uroporphyrinogen synthase and ferrochelatase mostly regulate the heme formation in the cell. Cellular uptake of iron also influence the heme synthesis. Heme and the globin synthesis occur in the right proportion to finally form the hemoglobin. The heme enter the cytoplasmic area where it bound with the globin, and resulting is the formation of the hemoglobin. This was all about the synthesis of the heme and the regulation of the heme synthesis.